All right, so we have a special day today. We're gonna have 3 leagues. We made some changes to the ones that we played the first 2 leagues for, but you're gonna be able to find both leagues in the description below this video if you're watching on YouTube. So let's go. All right, here we go. Hmm. Your sound is actually quite interesting. I think I'm gonna keep. The reason for that is we have redundant Azuzas, and actually, this can find either Scout or an untapped green source. I think I'm probably going to find an untapped green source. I'm going to pick an untapped green source over everything else. Yeah, these hands are not amazing, and that was basically like not drawing a card. So we basically skipped our draw step there. This is a green. If my opponent has a reasonable Tron draw, then we're probably not going to be able to keep up. But if I find Amulet here, no Amulet. So basically, I need if I'm going to win this game, I need Amulet specifically. Okay. Opponent doing the Tron thing, just cycling and drawing cards and finding lands and stuff. Um, explosives, there's like a very weird way that this game can go where explosives is actually relevant. I don't think we're going that way, but like this Azusa is only so good, right? That's aggressive. All right. Certainly wasn't playing around that. It's a little bit aggro. Draw steps certainly not helping at all. Still looking for the same thing. I think that if we find an amulet, we actually might have a shot. Try more reclaiming amulet. I think that's powerful. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a fine and actually quite fun way of playing amulet. I mean, if you want to see any decks specifically, you can always donate. Doesn't matter, and I can play whatever you want. It's not catching a break here. Not catching a break at all. tower. Congrade Creator. I wonder what they get. Honestly, the line is probably just to plus. That's what I would do. Still drawing towards Amulet. I think that if we find Amulet specifically, this turn we have a very real shot at this game. Even if the Azusa die, I think that we have a very real shot because we can use Crumbling Vestige, so... I feel sick each time I face some kind of Tron, like common. We don't have a bounce land, so there's no combination that we can do to set up another Ghost Quarter. So we are probably just dead here. Yeah. So I guess it's better to Ghost Quarter them right now. So they can't use the mana to crack map. We also get some sweet F6 value. My opponent's going to have access to 7 mana next turn anyway. Crumbling Vestige is here for Okobus casting extra mana for Amulet. It's there to give us an option. Like PuntThenWhine, who's another very good Amulet player, he always kind of swears by Crumbling Vestige. And it does align for a bunch of alternative lines. Like, for example, even without an Amulet in play, you can make it so your prime time actually generates mana thanks to Crumbling Vestige. It's also yeah, like what you're just saying, where it's like a pseudo bounce land when you have an Amulet in play. So that's also good. So we're just trying it out. We're basically just trying it out. I had the third reading full over it in the previous couple of streams, and I'm just trying it out to see how it feels. Doesn't matter. They actually searched for the tower, So they could definitely have they're more likely to have an Ursa's Mine in hand, a second Ursa's Mine, than they are to find than to want to have a second tower, right? Because that's the one that they search for. So yes, I do agree with that way of thinking, but I don't think it's correct right now because like that is the card that my opponent searched up for. So yeah, so here, hey Aaron Sabal, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Do we have any lines here? So one at each. Yeah, doesn't matter. Anytime. You know, questions are always welcome here. Yeah, things are not looking great for us. My opponent flexing with their foil Karn. There's actually a bunch of things that we can't really beat right now. Ulamog, obviously. Ballista. This is Snare Bridge, even. It's gonna be pretty tough. Just bought 3 August MTGO, so I hope it won't get banned. Yeah, same here. They went a little bit lower in price, so they're like 30 tickets or something right now, which is cool. It's a fine number. It's a big boy. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we can field and try to go wide. Karn dislikes each other. I feel like Oko is definitely part of the puzzle here. Because this is never just going to come down, and I'm not going to have any answers to it. No, I can blast on the bridge. This explosive is, of course, blanked by the Karn the Great Creator, right? Plus or nothing? I wonder. So this is a forced play. Just otherwise we just get locked out. So we have to attack there. That's the easy part. Three, four, five, six. How is my opponent like 6 minutes behind me on clock? What the hell? That is hilarious. We use our Ghost Quarter already. Oh, I should have found the semi-growth chamber actually. I've been great, Freezer. I've been doing pretty well. It's the third league today, so a little bit tired for sure, but just casting Primeval Titans, right? What could go wrong? Playing banned Snowblade, so if it gets banned, my deck is way worse. Oh yeah, 100%. They have Mog. They do have the Mog. Womp womp. All right. Sideboarding against Tron. My draws today have not been particularly impressive. It hasn't been smooth sailing all day, particularly speaking. So I'm going to lead on Breeding Pool Amulet because next turn, thanks to Crumbling Vestige, I can actually transmute the Solar West for a bounce land, which is kind of great. So at that point, second Amulet just gives me a game, while I just have a bunch of other available alternatives for me. Cult of Rakdos. So yeah, we see like the scenarios that Crumbling Vestige can enable sometimes, which can be pretty useful. Nature's Flame. That would suck. Yep. Nature's Flame. Of course they have it. Of course they have it. Okay. On the plus side, they went turn one basic forest, right? When Tron goes turn one basic forest, at least there's a glimmer of hope. Bounce land would be solid. Oh, yeah, okay. So now that we drew a bounce land, I think that I'm going to Pact for Asusa. If my opponent has turn 3 Tron plus something, that would suck. But that would probably suck for us anyway. And by pacting for Asusa now, it allows me to use this Pact of Negation in my following turn. And if my opponent chooses to like go squatter my dude or something, that's fine. I just noticed that I died to Tectonic Edge, but I can't play around Tectonic Edge anyway, and nobody plays Tectonic Edge. Like, if my opponent's playing Tech Edge, good for them. But for 3 mana, there's nothing that they can do. There goes Tower. Expedition Map. Okay, so my opponent's gonna have 8 mana next turn. Disdainful Stroke, please. Man, Disdainful Stroke would have been a great draw. Speaking of bans, I wonder if they'll take action against Once Upon a Time in Modern. I don't think so. I think that Modern is just fine right now. Congrats on my anti leader position. Oh, thank you, Freezer. I appreciate it. It's been really hard to get trophy number 18 though. Card is a mistake no matter the format, but might I hope it won't get banned. I mean, it's definitely a mistake, 100%, but it's like it's just fine though. It's like it's definitely on the upper side of power level for Modern, but it's fine. Ghost Squatter. Very interesting. Huh, they fetched for a Ghost Squatter. What does that mean? Oh, please. If my opponent's threat is a Worm Coil, then we're gonna be in a great spot. No Karn, please. Please, no Karn. Just play Worm Coil. It's so big. It's so powerful, right? Yes. Alright, so we can win this game. Modern is gonna mess up anyway, so it feels okay. That's fair. I think that priority number 1 is gonna be to set up Ghost Squatter. And I'm gonna find Semi-Growth Chamber here because I don't want to... I don't want to die if I need to use this pact. So they scried for a tower, and then they mapped for a Ghost Squatter. So I think it's correct for me to destroy the tower here. My opponent, for sure, is going to have another one, but it is still technically correct for me to go after the tower in this specific scenario, not overall. There are more homogeneous answers to Oko in Modern. Yeah, even in Legacy, like you can just Pyroblast the Oko, right? It's great. In Modern, you can decay it, you can trophy it. Like there's a bunch of options, and it's just like not as egregious. Like there's a bunch of go white strategies and stuff. It's not like Pioneer. Like we actually beat turn 2 Oko multiple times here. Yeah, Daniel, we're playing the third league. All right. So, what to do here? I think I'm gonna need to go squatter my opponent. So 1, 2, 3, 4. First the bigger here and here. I think I have to bluff here. So I'm going to attack with both. So here I'm telling my opponent, do you value clearing my Azusa higher than you value me clearing your Karn? So basically the trade here is going to be Karn for Azusa. And depending on what my opponent does, is what my line is going to be. The Death Touching Worm is going to go after the prime time. That part is easy. They should just unprint Oko. Yeah. So yeah, the Death Touch Worm is going in front of the Titan. Now the question is, does my opponent value... Okay, so my opponent has a second Karn. That's what this tells me. So with that in mind, I'm going to actually Transmute for a Pact, and I'm not going to do anything here. Play my land, pass the turn. We can pact my opponent's big play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. So -5, that's 7. So I'm not going to be able to haste the Titan. Man, we've been... Yeah, that amulet on turn 1 was a big game. It was really big game. But at least my opponent has no real threat in play right now. That's not a good line from them. Oblivion Stone. Don't think I care about that one. Yeah, as long as their measures are defensive, I think that we're fine. That's a solid draw right there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Summoner Spect. Primeval Titan. Cast Prime Time. So I'm going to force the O Stone Crack by doing this. White, red. Now I need to draw a bounce land. Wait, what? That's a serious punt. That's a really serious punt from my opponent. Do we have no field of the dead? Yeah, but I have not been able to set up field yet. I'm gonna set up field now. Growth Chamber, Field of the Dead. I guess my opponent has a Dismember or something. I think they're getting too cute. I think that allowing me to attack with that Titan was just a massive mistake. What, do they want to, like, get value from the worm? I really don't get it. Yeah, I'm very confused. That was not a good line from them. Also, Ghost Quarter in my Borders Carrier was definitely a terrible line as well. Yep. And now we're gonna win. Also, we are 10 minutes ahead of my opponent. 10 minutes. How the hell are we 10 minutes ahead of my opponent? Primeval Titan, lever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Semi-Ghost Chamber, Tolaria West. One, two, attack. Second field, Sunhome. This on Giant. That's the turn. Tron requires big brain. 7/6, so Tron is harder than a Titan. That's how math works. I don't understand. Don't understand. Okay, let's run it back. This is the kind of hand that I will keep, and then I will go very punished by it. But it's fine. I'm willing to risk it one more time. How do you prepare for Austin? Meta or deck choice, experience, or spiking? So I'm not from Austin, right? So I only take what people tell me. So they told me that there's like a lot of aggro in Austin. So that's what I'm expecting to face. That's why you see a sideboard with like obstinate Balos. I'm playing Okos in the main deck, right? Bunch of stuff like that. Some decisions are based on that expectation, on that anticipated metagame. But yeah, a lot of it is gonna be just jamming, just making sure that I like for example, I've been tinkering a lot with my sideboard. I've been changing a couple of cards here and there in my main deck as well. But I just want to make sure that I have a list that I am 100% very happy with, basically. Deck choice is best choice, indeed. The deck choice has been settled for a while now, right? This draw, by the way, not coming together. If you were to ask me, this draw certainly not coming together. I think I'm going to play the T-West now that I know that my opponent can't destroy my amulet in response with like a claim or something. I don't even know. One of my two grind IQs until IQ for the SCG Invi in June. Alright, so we need to find a bounce land. Any bounce land does it. That means I guess I gotta do a few in Pioneer. Do you have any suggestion for a deck for that format? Not really. I haven't really been playing Pioneer in a while. I did my best. I really did my best. My opponent is just a superior player. My opponent is just the superior player. There's been so many bans in Pioneer that I just have not been able to keep up. Walking Ballista? I mean, I have one more turn. Bounce Land wins. Crumbling Vestige wins. What else wins the game here? Otherwise, I lose. I guess the Ghost Quarter gives me one more turn. Again, they fetched for the Ursus Tower, so it's correct for me to destroy this. The problem now is that I don't really have outs because now Liquid Metal Coating actually kills me. I really needed a bounce land right there. And it's so frustrating. And my opponent found Tron. Okay, so they can just like lock me out with the thing. My opponent that was 10 minutes behind me on clock playing Tron. Man, today's just... Do you know when you just have a day that is just not for you, you know? Some days are just not for you. You can go for the Wimby at timeout. I don't... it's not worth it. I think it's higher EV for me to just, you know, move on to the next match. It also makes for better content. Like, I don't think anybody wants to see me just fiercely click to hope that my opponent doesn't, you know, times out or something. That's just... It's not my style. These hands, man. I think it's a keep. Oh. Well, actually, I think I let this resolve, right? It gives my opponent less information. They can take the Once Upon a Time if they want, but then I cast the Searings, right? So we're probably playing against Jund. No, because even if I hit a land, now my opponent knows with a 100% I need to take my Ancient Steerings, right? But now if I find a land, for example, and I Steerings into a land, or I draw a second Once Upon a Time, my opponent has less information about my hand, and they have less information to make their decision. I did draw the Scout, but I don't think I can afford to play it because I just cannot. This Steerings cannot get discarded, right? You see? They take the Azusa. That probably means they have a Bolt, but that's fine, I think, right? I just let them bolt my Scout. It doesn't really change anything. Basically, we need to run like runner lands. If we draw back-to-back lands, we're probably going to be fine. If we don't, we're just going to lose. I mean, at least they bolted, right? It could have been much worse if my opponent had a Ren and 6. But at least my opponent used the card there. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass the turn here. I'm not going to play the Azusa. Because if I play it out there, I'm not getting any value, and I'd rather have more information with the Once Upon a Time before I play the Azusa. So now I can end step Once Upon a Time. Do I play any RTS games? I have no idea what RTS means. So that probably means that I don't. Alright, so we played it perfectly. And then I punted. Damn it, I should have played my land first. Yep. Well, I played perfectly and then I punted. Vomit. Yep, I messed this one up. I know. I messed this one up. I should have played my land first. The worst part is like, yeah, if I play the Simical Chamber first, I can sequence my lands properly, and I'm like, well, immediately punted. Like we should be casting a Titan this coming turn. Yeah, this is what happens when I'm tired. It's been almost 5 hours of non-stop Primeval Titan casting. That's gonna get to you at some point. Let's go if. Probably not gonna matter. 3/4 Goif. Nothing in my opponent's graveyard matters. So I guess we just do Tularia West Field here. We can trigger the field, but it's gonna make our next item way better. So my opponent needs exactly Liliana into Thought's here. And last turn they didn't have either of them, so feeling pretty confident. Real-time strategy, they are like fly fishing simulators. Oh, StarCraft or something. Yeah, okay, gotcha. No, I don't really. I played a little bit of Dota, but I don't know. It just never really, never really stuck with me, So I can E on 2, or I can just play another Titan. How does my opponent beat another Titan? They don't, right? Yeah, so I did my best to try to punt this game away. I just couldn't manage. Just couldn't manage to suck enough. I just attack them, right? Like I really don't care about this Renin 6. In fact, it's bad for me because it grows the go if I kill it, so it's better for it to not be dead. That's funny. Vesuva, Tolaria West. Bojuka Bog, and I guess Semi-Growth Chamber. How's Vestige been? It's been okay. Like this is the first league that we're playing with it, and like it gave us another out against Tron in the previous game. We didn't see it, but like it was nice that we actually, instead of only having 9 draws that wins us the game of the spot, we actually had the full 10. We still didn't get there, but it was nice at least, All right, John. Colossus, Bailots, Field Explosives, out, out, out. Cavern out, and Cavern out. Oh, Crumbling Vestige. And we take out Scouts because my opponent showed me Renin 6. This is the third league, House of Mana. Get so happy when I see the zombie braid. Yeah, it's a good view. It's a good view. This is the anti-discard spell special. The anti-discard spell special. Yeah. This hand could be anything. Could even be a boat. I guess I'm gonna keep it though. Opponent went to 6. Of note. I'd rather have access to the blue source rather than the Azusa, I think, because it really gives my opponent a tough choice. So here we can once upon end step. My opponent had a no discard spell. Ashiok. Are they gonna go for it? Yes, there we go. Classic minus on Ashiok. Is giving me a hand, making sure that my opponent's start mode is smaller. Yeah, we're gonna turf. Whoops. Snapped off that Ashiok and snapped off that minus. Having drawn all of these basics is actually kind of terrible, because if my opponent's answer to this Oko is an Assassin's Trophy, then like we actually tighten them next turn. Exactly. Hey, Cubsman, how you doing? I think it's correct for us to just like slam in the face of this Ashiok, right? Like it's not getting any better for us. They have the answer, yeah. At least it wasn't a Liana, right? That would have been way worse for us. So the second Oko is gone. We're looking for Tireless Tracker. Obstinate Bailoff would be solid. Fulminator, that is not too problematic. That's fine. So now Raminap is actually a better draw. We're out of Okos, so probably cracking this foot is going to be the line at some point. Liliana of the Veil. Yep. Actually, I think I discarded Gruul Turf. Seasoned Pyromancer, that's cute. Alright, Explosives actually doesn't do anything. Steerings is okay. That's kind of brutal. So now explosives would be a great draw. Yeah, I guess I should have played the turf last turn instead of the basic. Yeah, that was a punt. I didn't play around top decking engineered explosives. I should have. Oof. All right, all right. No plus. Guess that one was a good draw. There's Blood Braid into Goif. Sure. Qualify for local Invi, and I think one of the players queued is a mill player. Send me prayers so I don't get paired against them. That's brutal. My opponent choosing. Oh man, I know. I guess it doesn't change. Yeah, I would have changed something because I would have exiled the explosives. Yeah, my opponent willingly making their goif smaller. Why? Think about your lines, opponent. Think about your lines before you just do them. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. So I guess that even though it grows the goifs, I have to do this end step. Because now now I have better draws. Sweet. Primeval Titan. Gotta give yourself the out. Sure. If they have Lily, this kind of sucks, but I still think it's correct. I assume my opponent's last card in hand is an answer to Primetime. So probably another trophy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Scavenginous. Seasoned Pyromancer. My opponent just wanted to get all the value. Why not against second Green Pact? Playing around discard spells. 2, 3, 4. Yes. I think we're out of explosives. No, we're not. We have one more. So if we explosives for 2, that's GG's, right? Do we have more Artillery Wests? We do. So 1, 2, 3 to transmute. 1, 2, 3 to transmute. 1, 2. Oh, but we can't crack. It's kind of a big deal. We're going to be getting a ton of zombies here, and by attacking, we're actually playing around. We're actually playing around Maelstrom Pulse. Crumble would crack it? Oh, you're right. We did have Vestige. Yeah, I guess that was the line, huh? You probably want to trade with the Titan, don't you? I think it's still in the deck, if I'm not mistaken. So we can find... Raminav's gone. I guess we can find like an Azusa or Tireless Tracker with this once upon a time. It's not bad. They should definitely put 2 Ghosts in front of this Titan. Like 100%. They can fetch with Wooded Foothills to make it 3 force. I don't like those blocks from opponent. Don't like those blocks at all. I could have found the Titan there, but I think it's better for me to play around Maelstrom Pulse. And Tracker plays around Maelstrom Pulse. Wow. I didn't think I was winning that game. Yet here we are. Nope, that's not it. Record. 1-1. It's the best record we've had so far today. It's the best record we've had so far. Tangrams. I don't even know what Tangram's playing now these days. This hand is pretty solid though. I'm gonna keep it. Only missing the bounce land. Let's see what Tangram's on. Polluted Delta. Snow-covered island. So Ursa probably? Zero ambitions. Maybe not Ursa. You seem to be pretty strong mentally to not tilt when things are break your way in leagues. Any tips on how to stay positive and stuff? I mean, honestly, just I am just like this. Just like naturally. So it's not like I, think about this or work on this in any way. It's just like I just know that that's what we're playing against. Like it's just a game, right? Like what's the worst thing that can happen? Like you're just playing a game that it's cool and you just love it. So yeah, I mean that's kind of like the concept. So if you keep that in mind, it's kind of, you realize that tilting is just like a stupid thing, that it's really just bad life EV, you know? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know if that helps. It's just a matter of understanding, what it is that you're doing. Like, is it really worth for you to have a bad time to play Magic? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's the way that I see it, at least. All right. So if I find a bounce land, then we can Titan, haste, and transmute for a pact. But I need to find exactly a green bounce land. No, like, what's his name? Boros doesn't do it. Boros Garrison doesn't do it. That doesn't do it either. Please tell me that they play only one grape shot, because that would be hilarious. I can Vesuva copy their land, but I'm gonna have to discard 2 lands to it, right? And it only untaps once, so it doesn't really, like, it is plus 2 mana, so it's not enough. It would have been cute though, right? It would have been cute, but I'm actually 1 mana short of doing that. It is kind of hilarious, honestly. It's pretty funny. Uh... All right, go. Got it. Just gonna have 6 here. They're not splicing with that peer through depths, so that's good for me. If I manage to untap, I'm gonna actually feel pretty favored to win this one. Not looking like I'm going to be able to untap though. I guess I should just keep this here because of the whole, like, the whole mechanic where they show you the card and they get the effect or something. Man, Twiddle Storm. What a year we live in. It feels like this is not deterministic. Maybe I'm wrong. But it feels like it is not deterministic. Wait, what? Oh, they found the puppetry of the sleight of hand. That makes sense. Might be deterministic now. This matchup can be super awkward because going for it with a Titan attack is actually quite risky because they can tap the Titan with Death Grip or with Twiddle, or even with this card. the Cyclic Puppetry. So this is the third league today, Jose, and neither of them went particularly well. We've been really struggling today. You know, sometimes it's just not your day. You just have to accept it and move on. I've had many, many my days, so having one that's not my day, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so they do have a second grape shot. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, that's actually enough. Yeah, that's actually enough because they can grape shot me, flashback Piff. Do they have enough mana? Yes, yes, because of the psychic puppetry. Yeah. So they have 7 mana, 5 to flashback past in flames, 2 to recast the grape shot. Alright, they got there. Good job. Field is bad. Ghost Quarter is really bad. We bring in both of these because of Arya. That's the only reason. Just take it from there. Disdainful Stroke is pretty bad in the matchup, but it counters exactly past in flames. Titan's gotta rest. Maybe. Also, this league has been pretty long. Like, it's only the third match, and we're already over 1 hour into it. Like, my Tron opponent from the first match was so slow. So slow. I don't think they're bringing Arya. Yeah, but like, what am I playing instead? What am I playing instead of these 2 cards? Ancient Steerings? Let's do this, I guess. Like, my deck is just bad, right? Deceiver Kiki in the sideboard. Interesting. I guess we are kind of cold to that. Maybe I should bring in Dismembers? Honestly, it seems like their game 1 plan is so good against us that I don't see why they would not want to be doing that. So turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Transmute for Pact of Negation. Hopefully we go somewhere. Because Deceiver can tap Lotus so they can come on a lot of mana. That's actually pretty interesting. What is splashing black? Transmute. Pact of Negation. Pass the turn. I could have gone for turn 2 Asusa. Actually, there's a chance that that was the line, honestly. So we died to the turn 3 kill. I guess that they need to kill my scout, because I can pay for Pact and Upkeep. Alright, Peer Through Depths. Dream's Grip has been revealed. Black for Scheming Symmetry? I have no idea. can counter one of the things they do. Ideas unbound with psychic puppetry. This seems like the thing that I counter, right? Can they keep going off? Actually, they can. I love it how with this combo, like this is basically a free ancestral. It's kind of insane. So here I actually packed it because unless they continue going off right now, they're gonna have to discard 3 end of turn. Yeah, exactly. So now they have to discard 3. And they need to actually go off from a very low starting point. So we're gonna see what they discard. They can still go off from there though. Alright, so we really want to draw. We really want to draw like a Bojuki bog or something. That's not it. All right. They can probably go off from just 3 cards, right? If one of those is Ideas Unbound. Reach Through Mists. It's pretty good. And that's the mana? And they have the other Ideas Unbound. Oh, Pierce Through Depths. Ugh. Starting to feel pretty dead here. I still think that my sequencing was correct. So I guess they reveal the second Ideas Unbound. Oh, Psychic Puppetry. Okay, so they have 2 of these. They don't really stack, right? I think I navigated this game properly. I just think that I couldn't beat my opponent's hand. Like I really needed to find a Bojuga Bog there. But yeah, we just got memed. We just got memed hard. Yeah, so at this point my opponent has probably seen their entire deck, or like they haven't only seen like the top like 15 or 10 cards. So I think that at this point we are just done. At this point, I think we're just done. They found another idea Sunbound. Maybe they don't find a grape shot and they're gonna go for Empty the Warrens. Seems unlikely. Just want them to show me a win condition. Just kill me. Come on. Yeah, like I thought that we had figured this out. Like, yeah, clearly I'm not representing anything. I'm very obviously F6'd. Can you find it? So much cantripping. There we go. Show me the grape shot. There we go. Womp womp. Man, it really was not my day today. My rating was like on the high 1870s yesterday. Today it must have gone down significantly. Yeah, like 40 points below. Brutal. Is there anything I can change? I think that the next step is going to be just take out the Crumbling Vestige and just play the full 4 steerings. And I'm gonna see if that helps a little bit in terms of the consistency of the deck. So that's gonna be like the next change that I'm gonna look into. Yep. Just to see what happens, you know? Just to see what happens. Crazy Ship? Is this the Crazy Ship that was previously in my chat, Crazy Ship? I wonder. Because if this is the mirror, this hand cannot beat the mirror. This hand can. I guess it's not the same one, huh? Oh, hey, bud. Alright. Out of Nisa for the whiff. Whew. Oh man. In before Sahili Titan. Nice. That would be a change of pace for sure, right? That would be a change of pace. Alright. Play Amulet. Play land. Say go. Another Oath of Nissa. Round 2. Oh, this could be like the Mono Green Devotion, like the Mono Green Nykthos deck too. Maybe. Burning Catacombs. I guess that we're not gonna get to find out. Basically Pondering Pioneer. Nice. Sure. Feeling pretty safe here, so we can probably just do this and this. Swing, yes. T-West. Sure. Let's go with double T-West here. It's probably like the safest thing to be doing. I'd like to gather more information about my opponent's deck. I mean, they keep on playing. Should I worry about Blood Moon? The thing is that Blood Moon doesn't really do anything at this point. Like, Blood Moon decks cannot beat Colossal Dreadmaw. They can knock on my type. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's nothing really to be done at that point. So I guess I'm gonna have just hedge a little bit with just the one Rex Sage. I feel like I do want the Exterior Explosives, and I think like I do want Dismembers. We're gonna see, of course, like I don't really have much information. I saw blue, so maybe I want to hedge a little bit with Cavernous Souls. So let's try this in the blind. Oh no, I want another pact, and we can cut one of these. It's possible that my idea is completely wrong, and I just have no information about what my opponent's playing, right? In fact, I think it's more likely that field will be relevant over Ghost Quarter. Okay, didn't make it in time. That's fine. So we have a bunch of interaction, and then Anoko. We can turn 3 Yoko. And if we find like a scout, this hand is actually great. Scout, please. Brutal. Is Boggles good? I don't think it is. Spaghetti. But people still play it. Some people, I don't know, they just find it fun or whatever. But I think that Boggles hasn't been good in a really long time. Plunge into Darkness. Is this a Death Shadow deck? Well, speaking of things I did not see coming. Game 1, my opponent goes basic forest into Oath of Nissa, another Oath of Nissa, and what the Klaus Shredder Sliver, another Plunge into Darkness, Fire Wake Sliver. Holy crap. Alright. Oh, I think this is like a Sorin deck or something. So you Sorin a Changeling dude, and then the Changeling dude that's some busted things. Wow, they whiffed again. Uh, do I want to tap out? We can slam the Oko here. We can't pack for Azusa because we don't have 2 green sources, so that's not really an option. Do we slam the Oko? If we slam the Oko, we are done. We are not holding up any instant speed interaction any longer. So I think that we just hold. Like, I have no idea what my opponent's up to. All I see is like a bunch of like slivers and whatnot. So I feel like I want to dismember whatever they're doing. Like Oko just seems too risky to me. I'm playing the waiting game. Well, now we can play the Oko and we can actually hold up Dismember. So I kind of like that. Gonna make green. So at least we're doing something now. Plunge into darkness. Holy crap. Alright, 5 mana. Let's see what's up. Are we gonna see some fireworks now? Plunge into darkness again. God damn it. What? I have an Oko with food. Oh. Lambriskull, Cloud Shredder Sliver, Firewake Sliver. Alright, so I guess that we're gonna get comboed out here, so we're gonna get a little bit more information about what's up. So they play Sorin. We're doing it, says my opponent. Okay, so they put a Vampire into play. Okay. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Spells of the chosen type you cast cause blah 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 blah. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana that you pay. Man, if I had double Dismember, I would have won. But I tapped out for Oko. Brutal. Alright, so they packed for... Oh. So they're gonna pack for like a 5-color sliver, which is now free because of this guy. Alright. Alright. We figured it out. We figured it out. Alright, so there's Legion Sliver. Then there's this guy. And unless they have another one of this, we can dismember this, and they don't have haste. And then they die to their own pact. Oh no, they don't die to the pact. Alright. Boo, says my opponent. Alright. So we can... This is the best one, right? So we're gonna dismember the other one, and we're gonna elk one of these, right? That's what's up. So which one's better? I guess this one's better to elk. Yeah, for sure. So let's elk there. Man, our mana situation is horrendous right now. Play Scout. And pass the turn. So they're gonna need to spend their turn to do this thing. Target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink, and in return, if it's a vampire, put it something counter on it. Okay, so Death Touch and Lifelink, and then you may sacrifice a vamp. When you do, Sorin deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3. Alright. Opponent's down to 1. All right, so they have a 7/7. Look, it actually is a vampire. They can't really attack though, right? I guess it has lifelink. Never mind. Can we cheese? Like what can my opponent do? So we have a lethal line here. We block, we dismember our own scout to deny the lifelink, and then we attack for 3 for lethal. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for that. This is like the big brain plays. This is the pog play, you know? Boo, says my opponent. This is the big brain plays. I realized right after I attacked how bad that was. GG, says my opponent. Man, the things that we find in the 1-2 bracket. We could have cast a Titan, or we could have gone for that line. Which one was better, right? We could have let the Yoko go, or we could make that sweet, sweet play instead. I love making sweet plays. It's fun. Alright. Is there anything? Tough day today. But let's end on the high note, right? Let's end on a high note. Can we do it? Can we do it? EB4 mill, classic. It's a mulligan. This is probably also a mulligan. Opponent keeps 6. All right. It's the best that we can do. Feels bad, man. Okay. Already we undid our mulligan to 4 into a mulligan to 5. Is this John again? It is John again. All right. We also know there's a Titan in the bottom. We know there's an Oko in the bottom as well. No. So my opponent's drawing a lot of cards, but they're not really progressing their game plan, right? Like they're not hitting the land drops. Bol de Souza. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I should not have 6. There's a chance that my opponent plays a Goif here, and I think I'm willing to counter a Goif. Just so just so I have more time. Like that pact is not doing anything better. So trading for a Goif is something I'm probably okay with. I mean, we draw a Titan, and we might be super in this game, actually. Give me that Titan. Titan off the top. My opponent can ult this Ren, and they can double bolt my Titan. That's probably the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now any land drop gives me a zombie, and any bounce land drop, then we actually get to transmit for another Titan. There's a zombie. I mean, we're not winning this game yet, right? We are just like, we need a bounce land or we need another Titan off the top. Ugh. Because my opponent has lethal next turn. There we go. Easy. What's the best line? So I'm bogging my opponent for sure. I can Vesuva my own Field of the Dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can't get E and play it for 2 and crack. No. What we can do is if I don't attack. Wait, actually I can make the go if zeros, right? No, because I would need to use my land drop in order to attack. So I think I put myself dead to exactly. I put myself dead to exactly Maelstrom Pulse. But I beat everything else. So Garrus. Oh, I can actually do this. Never mind. So Boggy you. This is actually a great line. Check it out. So we're gonna bog my opponent, float white, bounce, bog, land, float red, haste Titan, attack, swing, bog my own Bojuki Bog, and bog myself. So I'm gonna Vesuva, And I guess I find Radiant Fountain. Bog myself. So my opponent's goals are now 0-1s. Bog, I mean bog, nice. Yeah, this was the only way of to make the Goif 0-1s, because this makes Vesuva you cannot get Bog and Vesuva and copy the other land that's coming into play at the same time. So it needed to be done this way. Cycling Pete land is probably good for me. We move to 4. My opponent Inquisition, my Oko on turn 1. And we're still almost in this game. Okay, they drew another Bolt. But they can't really attack, they don't have good attacks. What happens if I haste this guy? My opponent blocks here, blocks here, blocks here, and I die to another lightning bolt. Well, I guess. Oh, you're right. So if my opponent had another lightning bolt, then the bolt they could have just bolt my face twice. So I guess that is correct for me to do this. So they block here, they block here, they block here. Oh no, I guess it's not correct. Never mind. So we're gonna probably trade with the Blood Braid here. Because I could put my opponent only down to 1. They go to 3. Okay. We have Ghost Quarter to kill a Ravine, or we have Ghost Quarter to get a zombie at instant speed. Yeah, maybe actually I made a mistake there and I should have gotten the Radiant Fountain. Like I was under threat of all this stuff. So I thought that maybe I needed to try to make sure that I could gain some life so I can stay away of stayed out of range of Bolt and stuff, but maybe I just messed it up. You can't just attack with 1 Goif. This smells like a desperation attack, honestly. So there's instant in the yard and there's land in the yard. There's nothing else that my opponent can play here. So the only thing that they can do is they can push one of these zombies. There's creature already, so they can't like do their own thing either. So I think that my opponent is just dead here. Yeah, I can make a blocker. I know. I can also destroy my opponent's ravine. Gonna bolt one of my zombies. Okay. Now you're Dobbs. Yeah, they're dead on board. All right, that was cool. Tracker, Colossus, Baloth, this cavern, and what farm? That was pretty hot. Not gonna lie, that was pretty hot. Just move to 4. My opponent starts on the play. Move to 4 on the play. On the play, right? No, move to 4 on the draw. My opponent goes turn 1 Inquisition. Take your Oko, and then we end up winning anyway. Yeah, Crazy Ship. That Slivers list was hilarious. Is that really the best cantrip that you have access to? Because that card felt horrendous. Everything else felt funny. Was pretty good. This is a fine hand. We have 2 ways of ramping. Even if my opponent has Inquisition on 1, they Thoughtseize, which they do. We also have a bunch of ways of buying time. And John has not played Ancient Grudge in a long time, so I would assume that they're gonna go after the amulet. Does it go infinite, by the way? Crazy Ship? So we don't have Scout. So I guess it's better to do this. The only other option was Board the Weatherlight. Board the Weatherlight. I don't even know what that card does. Board the Weatherlight. With top 5 cards whatever, you may reveal a historic card from all them and put it into your hand. That seems really, really bad. If it was a historic, if a historic card or a land, maybe I could be a little bit behind it, but Brutality. Do I care about this? Like, my opponent really clearly wants to get rid of this dismember, right? I think I'm gonna go with the Walsey move. This might really backfire. This might really, really backfire. Oh, I guess actually that's a mistake. Yeah, I should have taken the once upon a time because now a Goif is actually a 5/6, right? Yep. Messed it up. Messed it up. My bad. Sorry, team. No, actually, it's a 4/5. Never mind. No, we're good. We're good. There's no creature. Come on. Flip over most of your deck with Morophon and first Sliver going down the Cascade chain and then in Summoner's Pack to keep going. That's kind of hilarious. Jeez. That's a lot of discard spells. Please, Liliana Plus. 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 And can I risk it? Can I risk? I feel like I need to play Baloth here. Like if I whiff on these steerings and we don't clear the Ashiok, we're actually in a lot of trouble. So, or maybe if my opponent plays a Fulminator or something. Let's see, Goif. You want a plus? May your Goif worse. Okay, this is an easy explosive throw. No, actually, it's not easy at all. 0 cards left in hand for my opponent. Yeah, I think we explosives. EE for 2. Crack EE for 2. Should have taken the Azusa. When you have the chance, clear Ashiok, attack them. Azusa too strong. Bloodbraid, of course. Five mana. Nice. Can't imagine it, so you're probably... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You want to raise, opponent? Are you sure you want to raise? You sure you want to raise? 9, yeah. Seize me again, opponent, please. Think of deck myself, I don't kind of blend theirs together. I was playing Ursa, so yeah, maybe your deck made it big. Alright, so we managed to get a 3-2. Whew. Look at how late it is. It's super dark in my camera. I'm still here though. Hey everybody. Oh yeah. Yeah. This was a long stream. It wasn't particularly great, but I think it was a lot of fun. We played some cool matches. I think that some good plays came up. It's 5 p.m. 5:06 more precisely for me. It was 3-2, 3-2, and 2-3. So it was pretty bad overall, honestly, considering how well I often do on stream. But yeah, it's dark early because it's winter. But yeah, so what was the thing that I said that I wanted to try out next? Oh yeah, we're doing 28 lands for steerings next. That's gonna be the next thing that I want to change. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna try to stay tuned on Twitter, by the way, because I'm gonna be posting what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna try to set up a streaming situation over there in my parents' house using my brother's computer. So I'm going to try to make it work from over there. Otherwise, you're not gonna see me for some time. But I think I'm gonna be able to make it work. So you should expect to see more from me, just in a different setup. So from 8.2 to 8.7, yeah, I mean it's definitely a downgrade. No, I mean you don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me. I had fun though. I had fun today. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you on the next time. Bye bye.